On the ready.
54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Check three, check three, check three.
Protein spill. Hey!
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 22. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Titans' 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 2!
Kill. Switch.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That's a good shot.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 180!
Mike 5-4.
21. Here we go.
This is Mostert. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Here we go. 180! 21.
54.
Man!
Check 52.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Rip right, rip right. Slam, slam, slam.
Topper!
Check.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Keep playing.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 13. Check 13.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Defense.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go, set. 15 runs.
Check nine.
Blue draw, Corker.
On 3rd down, Henry. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times do we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Check 37.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
20.
Come on.
21.
Let's see it.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
11.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On 1st down, here's Breida. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. 21.
Safety creep. Check 24.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
180. 12, 12. Go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Alert.
Now a give coming right is Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Mostert. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
Check. Lucky.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's another second and goal, this time from half the distance closer. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gold with the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Well, the defender likes it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Go. Get it.
Derrick Henry. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Stay
It's a
moving the
gain
ball
of
this
8.
deep.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Ready, ready. 90 Wolf.
Here we go.
General West.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Lewis here on first down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, 29 yards. And the Titans have once again taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Kill, turn up.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Shoot.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Hey, check. 3 down. Check, 55 to Mike.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Jumper.
61, matchbox lights. 5.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Lewis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Dion Lewis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
So don't say nothing.
They'll run with Henry. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. They'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run again with Breida. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Malcolm Butler.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right, 54. All day, just like that. Just like that.
No. Off. X3. 218. Chop it. Ready.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Protein spill. Hey. Get it.
They'll run it again with Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready? 60 or. Topper.
I got you, boy. Just look.
On 1st down, it's Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Ready, break.
54. Mike, 54. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 8, read.
54, Mike.
Pilot, 64, read.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want to.
25, check 25, check 25. Yeah. Shoot.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Tight dog. Watch the ship. Hey.
Go.
Kill.
Go.
Kill.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Run you over. 32 jet bombers.
They'll run. It's Henry. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 33 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Next to score, Titans 34, 49ers 14. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Mike 54. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
From the 29, Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for, and it's third and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, 29 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10.
We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike 54.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
Check.
6-6. Pull it high.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. Space to maneuver at the 40. Dion Lewis, 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Succop for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Joseph now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Breida. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Hey, gun.
36.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers get a score closer. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Titans take over. Let's go, boys. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check back, check back.
Now it's Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They keep it with Henry on first down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check three, check three. Yep.
Wide motion.
Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. AC Gator.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 61, matchbox lights. Ready.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check.
12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo now. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Yeah.
Strong right.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaShawn Sims with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.